Soul tank lineup, but crucially, the player that's going to be splitting against the Renekton is also the only one that can face check, so closing a game and actually pushing KR music video to announce that skin. Not much excitement here in the Keystones. Feigning aggression at level 2. He shouldn't push up too far.
The exhaust in on the bottom, so they try to get the kill, but Tusen's going low, doesn't have the exhaust there anymore. It's not going to do enough to mitigate the damage. He flashes away, but still goes down quickly. But now TP into the bottom lane, coming through from Marin. Depth and Mata way too far forward. The silence connects. Can Marin get in there? The slice and dice comes through. That's going to be the stun. That's going to be the kill. Marin takes him out. Meanwhile, in mid, Kuro goes low, but he's got the ghost. Doesn't need to pop the flash. And now Mata gets hit by the Ash Arrow. Silence connects. Can he make it out of here? Throws down the roots. Will it be enough? No! The volley from Kramer through his pawn is waiting in the brush. Has the package available, but there's 4 members in the bottom pawn. He goes into the back lane to try to cut them off, but he's going to find 4 members waiting for him. The Cocoon does not connect, but the Ash Arrow does. TP comes through from Smeb. No, interrupted actually in the top lane by Marin. And that's just going to be a trade 1-for-1. They lose their mid laner, get a support. Okay, Score's here to back them up. They're going to try to shove them off. Looks like they will be able to get the turret, so this should be a more beneficial exchange for KT in the end.
SKT or KT, one of the true dream teams. Didn't have a good year in China, an older player, the older. KT are making the sort of moves they weren't able to early in the game, and this is risky to score.
And the grass being on the score. Cocoon lands perfectly. Kill comes through from depth, but it's just not nearly enough. Now the chase coming through. Repel comes in. Realm Warp straight in on top of depth. And Mata, they find him, and they take him out. But Pawn is there to answer with a bit of damage. Mata gets caught by the Cocoon. Flash forward from Pawn. Does come up with the kill, and now Smeb has TP'd down into the, or ram down into the bottom lane. Gets on top of Kuro. Comes up with 1, but Marin slicing and dicing his way to a kill on the Pawn. Helps equalize the count.
Spiderlings were free Barons in previous patches, although Malzahar's support is stronger. The Drake and Baron isn't as much as Marin's tankier, but still not that tanky.
He throws up the ultimate, he's just going to slice and dice his way out.
It was a lot better than the last 2 offensive round warps. Marin ends up trying to flash for teleport to Spirit.
Walking forward, Smeb and Mata find him. Nethergrass comes down onto the Maokai, still very tanky, but now Depth arrives at the backside. Throws out the Chain of Corruption, they lock up Tusen, who should be going down.
Marin's here.
Yeah, Marin arrives and Mata is going low, has those Malefic Visions. Marin gets locked up, however, and there's just too many members of KT Rolster. They stomp him out, they get rid of Spirit. Arrow comes out, Depth, really nice cleanse, almost immediately takes that one out. Spirit, gets hit by the piercing arrow straight into the rocket from Pawn, and they take him out. Kuro going low, has to flash to the other side of the turret, which is going to go down. Martin coming in, but he's just going to get rooted. Might just lose the Guardian Angel right here, and he will. Slice and dices forward once, can't get the second cast off. Can they finish him off is going to be the question. They root him right there with a twisted advance. Smeb will pay for it with his life, but that could lead to yet another. The Afreeca Freecs. Looks like it might just be another Ocean Drake going over to KT. Marin trying to contest this one, but a bit foolishly. We'll slice and dice on the backside.
Okay.
But the rest of Afreeca Freecs are going to try to start this up, but the TP comes through immediately from Smeb, and they just have to back off. Top lane score.
KT want to stop these recalls.
Kramer all alone. Did they jump over the wall? There we go. Big burst of damage. Cocoon connects, but the QSS comes through, and Pawn finds the kill. Can they get more? Kuro getting spotted out. Now Smeb coming in on the backside, locks him down. The Realm Warp won't connect in time, and they get needs the Miracle Steal, has the wards in the pit, can see the HB, but might be a bit of a suicide mission. Meanwhile, speaking of that, Marin comes in on the sidelines. No one else from Afreeca Freecs following
no control
up.
Water. He does have down. Vision here.
Spirit just patiently waiting this one out, but he's going to get locked down, and they pop him over the wall. Beautiful play by Mata to just get the root, and everybody turns on to Hannock from depth, but it might be enough for them to push back score. Will pop the QSS, but the turret falls all the same. And now KT looking to break the inhibitor line here at 28 minutes. Pawn has a hell of a lot of damage with that Triforce. And will be able to knock this down. Got the second turret. Looks like that is going to be the game plan. Just ignore the top lane for now. They can always rotate straight up to there from here as they get ready to knock down yet another inhibitor and just bleed Afreeca Freecs dry inside their base.
They're running out of Hail Marys. Maybe a Realm Warp. I think that would just be a suicide journey. The Ash Arrow has been on cooldown.
One of Kramer's big 80 carries last season.
That's true. Outside chance the Lucian will come back in future patches. So people have been playing around with it. Third and final inhibitor goes down. Will we see the final fight here from Afreeca?
Oh, looks like Smeb wants to say yes. Goes in on Kuro, but the Nethergrass immediately comes out. Kramer just firing away with the volleys. Will be able to pop the GA. Marin as well. One final auto attack by Mata. Able to get rid of his. in, eats that piercing arrow, goes low, but will be able to retreat, but Kuro cannot say the same. The Rise goes down. 3 waves of super creeps getting ready to crash into the base. 1 Nexus turret already down to half HP. This is looking quite done for Afreeca Freecs. Need an absolute miracle to come out on top. Baron dashing forward, trying to get on top of score, gets the stun, but immediately cleansed off, and they pop him in return. And with no tanky front line, a Nexus turret down, this is going to be the game. KT Rolster coming in on top as Pawn just picks up a couple kills inside the fountain. 32 minutes on the clock. Not as clean as game 1, but still pretty damn good. KT 2-1. They will continue the win streak.
Yeah, congratulations to KT Rolster. Will go 4-0 after this series, but Afreeca can hold their heads high. They were not